see my dream, couldn't see my vision. Old school brawler, call me Sonny, listen.
Tell a broke nigga never mind, cause baby I ain't got time. Staying in my bag like the stenches in the line. Phone don't collect like I'm out doing time. Got your bitch drinking brandy, now your girl mine. Call me a baba cause I'm giving out fades. Queen hunting hoes like prey. Sitting on the bench cause no I don't play. Got 7 blessings so I gotta stripe the plate. Bars like bullets when I'm spitting, so bitch pay attention. Spoil little kid, about to have your wig splitting. Keep them blue honeys, niggas think I'm crippin'. I'ma stumble on a nigga but I ain't never trippin'. Pops got a tool in the trunk, just stop it. Out making moves on the conversation topic. Hearing one bump when them haters get to talking. Stepping on these hoes cause these boots made for walking. You know I love flossing, big boss and ballin'. Come and get you want it, yeah. Want it, you can have it, baby. If you smile at me like that one more time, you might get it right here. That's no lie. Anytime, anywhere, cause I'm the freaky kind. We can do it in the whip if the seats recline. Lady in the streets, killer in the sheets. Got that Miami cause this pussy so heat. Got a nigga with a bag cause I'm not cheap. Love a nigga with a bag cause I'm not cheap. Face down, ass up, boy you know I like you rough. Passion and desire, I feel fire when we touch. Yeah, yeah. The way you make my body feel it is amazing. You make my sex drive, I wanna ride. Look into my eyes while I give you that eye.
Boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we here. Keep on pushing interview series. And today we have a special guest, Miss Alexus Briá.
What's up?
What is going on? You know, the couple of video snippets that I just showed, that was some of Mrs. Bria's work. You know, check out all the platforms, Spotify, YouTube, all that good stuff. But we'll get to that in the interview when you get to shout them out and let them know where to find you at.
For sure.
So,
look, I peep you playing the song in the background, like the new song is out.
Right. To start, see, you got so much going on. To start with, you just released a new song. Go ahead and shout them out and break them and let them know.
Yeah, I just released a new single. It is playing currently right now on the live stream. It's called Ultimatum. I just did a stage play called The Ultimatum, Confessions of a Good Man in Columbia, South Carolina. We were at the Richland II Performing Arts Center. It was a huge success. The owner of the theater actually told me that I was the best comedic relief that the theater has saw since it's open. So like to get that type of compliment, you know, they do stage plays there like not all the time, you know, so that means that I really did my thing, you know what I'm saying? And that was my first stage play ever. Like I've never done nothing like that before. So I'm super excited. I'm proud. You know, I got a lot of great feedback and good compliments. I'm still getting good comments and stuff like that. So, but yeah.
How did that come about?
Look, I act, I sing, I rap, I do it all, you know what I'm saying? So I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. Well, I'm from Hopkins, really, but it's really close to Columbia. It's right on the outskirts. So yeah, I mean,
just through the grind of networking, somebody got in touch, was like, hey, we got a part for you.
Absolutely. I actually auditioned. I did the entire thing just like everybody else would. I auditioned for the part and I got the role. I actually got the understudy role, and then I ended up becoming one of the main roles, like later on, once they saw what I could actually do. So, yeah.
All right. So, I got some questions here for you today. We're going to run through these, and, you know, hopefully at the end of the interview, all of the listeners and all of the followers learn a little bit more about you, and hopefully they're able to learn something they might not have already known about you at the end of this. And then, you know, just help grow that brand and get that name out there.
For sure. Let's do it. Well, I want to thank you for having me on. Keep on pushing, you know.
Oh, man, I appreciate you.
I'm excited.
The thanks is all for you, because, man, hey, we all just trying to make it at the end of the day, right?
That's right.
So my first question for you this evening is, what inspired you to pursue acting and entertainment?
My mom, actually. My mom got accepted into Juilliard when she was, you know, young, very young. Around the same time, like, Pac and, you know, Jada was in, like, that era. She actually got accepted. Her chorus teacher actually signed her up to audition, and she actually was one of the few that got through. I think it was only like 2 people. So I've been going to like Broadway in New York. I've been going to Apollo's. I've been doing this since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather also actually is a musician. He had a quartet group called the Southerners. So I grew up watching this, watching everything that's going on, and it's just a part of who I am. You know what I'm saying? It's second nature.
You had any roles as a child?
I never did anything as a child. I was just pretty much watching, you know what I'm saying? Watching my family and watching everybody do everything. I started singing as a child. So that's what I grew up in the church, of course, started singing, started to play instruments, just different things like that. So yeah.
So where is Juilliard? That's in New York City, right?
That is in New York. Yeah. That's one of the only colleges that studies the arts.
So while your mother was at Juilliard, you were already born when she was doing this, of course. So
I was not born. No.
Oh, okay. All right.
No. This was when she was right out of high school. She actually only went for like a year. She got pregnant with she was pregnant with my brother. My brother actually is the reason why she didn't finish. But she got pregnant with my brother, and so you know how life happens when you have a kid. So yeah. But those dreams that she had and everything that I was seeing, like I've always been I've had a deep love for it. She talked about it a lot. She made us sing all the time. I would watch her. She still was traveling and doing her own thing. She actually got saved. So once I was growing up, I started seeing her perform at different churches, locally, internationally, just seeing her go to so many different places. The Apollo invited her out. So I was able to see her be on the Apollo. It was a lot of different things that I was able to see. Right. So I met Steve Harvey. Like I think that situation, me seeing that, is what gave me the outs to do it too,
So it's 2 things. First, can you shout your mother out? Like we saying your mother, can we get a name to go in the face?
Dr. Alicia Garrick. She is now a doctor, philanthropist. She is now a pastor of her church, Kingdom Harvest. She is now doing everything else other than the arts, but she supports her baby for sure. So shout out to my mom. Shout out to her.
Yeah, man. Shout out mama, man.
Yeah, shout out to my mom.
Second, was she doing all of this also in Colombia? Like while y'all was growing up, like that's her operating base?
That's where we were operating at first. But we hauled from Florida. When I was younger, we used to stay in Florida. So it was like a lot of different things that we used to do. I grew up just moving around. My biological dad is actually from New York, and he's also in the entertainment as well. So he's been like rapping and doing stuff for like 40 years, but he's not rapping no more, but he was doing it back in the past too. So,
right. So you come from an entertainment family.
For sure. My whole family does entertainment for sure. Shout out to my cousin, King George. He's one of my first cousins. His name King George. He got a song called Keep On Rolling. It's real big right now. So I got to shout out to my family. Everybody's out here doing their thing, man. We really out here moving,
man. That is a blessing.
Amen.
That's cool. I mean, that's just cool, man. The family ties. Cousin doing this, cousin doing that.
Yeah, we working, we doing it,
All right. Can you tell us about your first big break?
Yeah, The Color Purple. I actually was a background artist on The Color Purple at first, and then I met Oprah that day that I was doing background work. And we joked around and laughed about some stuff. And she was talking about how I was perfect for her movie because I look like a little Black African child. And she was talking about my little ugly feet. And I don't know, man. That's she put me in the front. And I was like, listen, I need to be on this project for real. So, they contacted me later that week and actually asked me to be the understudy for Fantasia, who played the role of Celie, and Sophia, who played the role of Daniela Brooks, played that role. So I was understudying for both of those people whenever I would be on the set. So I ended up staying on there. That was probably like the biggest break that I had. Now I did shows. I was doing shows too. Now I've been doing shows
as an artist.
Yeah, as an artist, like as a singer and a rapper. So I did.
Yeah, I was pretending. I was mostly talking about as an actress.
Gotcha.
We're gonna get into the music part of what you got going on a little bit later.
Gotcha.
But
okay,
continue.
So
go ahead.
Acting was definitely The Color Purple. Then I went on to do BMF, Fight Night. Fight Night is on a series right now with Kevin Hart, Taraji P. Henson. It came out on Peacock. It was doing them. It's like a really good show. Like I don't know if you checked it out yet, but I did
haven't,
that.
But I know the background story behind it. But
Yeah,
continue.
yeah. It's like a his I believe we were on set talking, and Kevin Hart was talking about his niece owning the actual house. She bought like some houses in that neighborhood, and it was a backstory about the house and why it was so cheap, or whatever the case had been for the house. And he actually took that story and spin it, and we created a show of the story. So
All
yeah.
right. Any interesting stories from working on either one, BMF or Fight Night?
Ooh, BMF Fight Night. I think my most interesting story would come from Fantasia, like just inspiring me. She's so down to earth. Like she was more like a sister. You know, she was ministering to us like on behind. When the cameras would cut, we were being poured into by somebody who felt more like a sister than a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Kevin Hart, working with him and Taraji. And so Taraji actually is the reason why I'm like seen so much throughout the show. She basically was like, you are so beautiful. Like you are a beautiful chocolate girl. And I want to make sure that you are seen. Like, and I'm gonna show you some love during the film, you know, just Terrence Howard opening up doors for me, Samuel L. Jackson pouring his like, you know, y'all starting as this, but this is exactly where I started too. You know, for Bernie Mac and people like legends in my time. So don't give up on your dream just because you're just doing the background. You got to be chosen for these things. And I'm always director's pick. They always are emailing me or texting me to come to do things just like this, of this caliber. So I feel like it's a good start. The shows for me basically kind of opened up that door with talking to people on set, talking to a lot of people. This guy named Lee Royal, he actually is Kevin Hart's stunt double. Like they're so down to earth. Like I promise you, like I have met some celebrities that are not down to earth, but the ones that I've been connecting with, Kevin Hart, he helped me up off the floor. We was doing a set if you see the show, it's like we're in the basement. He was helping me out. He walked over to me and helped me up off the floor out of a room of 30, 40 girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just feeling respected and valued and things like that, man. Then he brought us all food, brought the set, like it was just so much. I could talk for days about it, just, you know, just about the people and how they poured into me. Hallie, she was so beautiful. Her spirit is beautiful. Like but going back and forth, they both were, I just had some really, really good experiences. I don't know about other people, you know what I'm saying, with these people, but I know that my experiences with these people were phenomenal. They treated me like the celebrity, and you know, for that to happen when you are just coming up and you're trying to figure it out, that's a sign. It's a clear indication like you doing what you're supposed to be doing.
And I wanted to also kind of like point out that Fight Night is an ensemble cast. And I mean, you have many Black all-stars that's in that program. So it is
Cicely Tyson, Lori Harvey, Kevin Hart, Taraji, Chloe Bailey. God, man, it's so many people. Samuel L. Jackson. When I say like the whole cast is just an all-star cast of Black people really in the entertainment doing their thing, and it's produced by a Black man, Will Packer Productions. You know, that all of it, just to be a part of a all-Black cast, all Black, the heavy hitters, you know what I'm saying? That right there was just an amazing experience.
When you're shooting, does that dawn upon you that, you know, I'm a part of Black history at this moment?
Yeah, for sure. Say it again. I didn't hear you. It cut out.
I was saying, while you're performing your role, while you're working, does that dawn on you that you're a part of Black history, Black cinema, you know?
Man, when I'm doing it, I'm just so focused on, because, you know, I done met so many celebrities. Like one thing that I learned from a celebrity early on in my career was to never be starstruck. So, you know, and because I am already what they are, I haven't reached the full level yet for myself, but I'm on that level. I'm in the room. I'm doing exactly what they're doing. And we're here all working like this. These aren't people that are celebrities. These are my castmates. These are my co-workers at this moment. You feel what I'm saying? So just having that in that moment, and like, it doesn't really dawn on me until I'm like looking at the TV and I'm like, yo, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm there. I was there. Like, it doesn't, like, at the time, like, because you don't ever know who you're shooting with. Like, when I got there, I didn't know. I didn't know who I was working with. I didn't know my first day I was going to be working with Kevin Hart and Chloe Bailey. I did not know that. You feel what I'm saying? So after that, it just continued to be better. Like more and more people would show up on set, and then it's like, wait, that's
such and
not
such,
from
such and
Wakanda.
such.
Wait a minute, this is who are they? Like I'm looking at people every day, and they just walking up to me like, oh, what's up? And I'm like, I know you, like, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't dawn on you when you're doing it, but like after the fact, and you actually get to see, like, it just went on to win NAACP awards. It's really doing so well. Like just to see everybody that's still from that cast, even the hairstylists, like, man, they're out in Africa right now. Like they are winning NAACP awards even behind the scenes. So for all of that to be so Black, I'm just so proud of us as a Black culture and a Black people, and to say that we can all come together. And the stigma of Black people is like, we can't work together and we can't be kind. But Kevin Hart made sure we got our money. Okay, that's what I do know. Like, and it was on time. That's all I'm gonna say.
And that's one of the important things. It's up there as a priority. It's up there.
For sure. So.
Do you have a dream role that you would love to play?
Oh, my dream role would have to be like another remake of Dreamgirls. It would have to be like trying to be one of, being one of those characters. It would have to be something like that, because I'm so in love with the Cadillac Records. The whole thing that Beyonce is one of my biggest like inspirations. Love her.
Name a singer that you would like to play in the lead movie.
Oh, Lauryn Hill.
So you would want to do the Lauryn Hill story?
Yeah. It would have to be. That is one of my biggest inspirations to music and acting, because she is not just a rapper, not just a singer, but she is
much more.
She is an entertainer. And when I say, like, just seeing her be herself with those dreads in every state with the braid, she was always so Black. You know what I'm saying? Like, she never let anybody change her, and she really came from the same background, the church background. You know what I'm saying? So everything about her, even to this day, like, I know everybody they go through their things in this industry, but this industry is difficult, like, to work in, seriously. So
right. I love that you brought up Lauryn Hill, because not only for me, just speaking from my, perspective,
right.
Not only was she artistic in that nature,
right.
She had balls, man.
Facts.
Lauryn Hill can go with the guttiest, grimiest MC.
Rappers.
She was part of the Fugees, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
She was rapping with Rod Digger.
Yeah.
And she got songs with the Outsiders. Like, this is underground hip hop, man. Lauryn Hill has probably the greatest hip hop album ever made.
Facts.
/ R&B shit. Like, probably, it's debatable.
R&B, like, how do you do both?
And she did it at such a great level. So,
and acting, like, she was.
Shout out Lauryn Hill.
It'll be shout
I would have
out
liked to see her. I would have liked to see her do more roles, but I mean, I'm pretty sure she has a.
Me too. I would have liked to see her do more movies and more roles too. But
yeah,
I still to this day love Sister Act too. Like, that's probably like one of my biggest movies that I used to watch when cassette tape was a thing. That tape got ran down the ground so bad, like, it was crazy. But I just love that.
Me and my mama used to watch that a good bit. That was one of our movies. So,
man. Yeah, mine too. So,
how do you prepare for a new acting role?
Well, basically learning from everybody that I'm learning from and being around everybody. They basically just taught me to once I'm in character, like, once I learn my character, stay in character. You know what I'm saying? Right. Not on set, like off set, practice your lines. And it's so simple, and people think that it's easy, but it's not easy to get up there and remember lines in front of thousands of people. It's not easy to get up there and remember lines in front of 30 cameras. Like, it's not easy. So just working on your actual craft behind the scenes and really taking that initiative, because people think that you get up here and it's all glitz and glamour, but on the back end, it's work, baby. You got to, like, it's like remembering a song. You have to remember. So this last play, it was 16 scenes. Some people had to remember 16 scenes full of lines. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's difficult. It is not easy. Constant rehearsals, constant time. It's time consuming. I have a child, like, and she is in school. Like, I got to do homework. I got to get her together, get myself together, still go and study. Like, it's not easy. So I would just say the hardest part about it would just be learning the material, learning the lines, and just staying focused on being in that character. And it's like, sometimes you play a character so well that people don't even know that that's not your real character. You know what I'm saying? You become that character in that time. And so for me, I absolutely try to hone in on doing those things.
All right. What's been the most surreal moment for you so far? Either music or acting?
Man, being like, I didn't realize how big of a deal it was to meet Oprah until I met Oprah. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the moment, it was like, oh, that's Oprah. Like, oh, that's my boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's crazy. But like, when I came home and I posted that on my social media, when it was time for me to post it, I went to all the news outlets was covering me here. Like, people was like, this girl is standing beside Oprah. This little black girl from Hopkins, from the boonies, from the trees in the woods, is right here beside Oprah. So that probably was one of the most surreal moments. And it's just been, it keep topping itself. You know what I'm saying? I keep meeting people, like meeting Kevin Hart, for him to walk up to me and was like, what's your name? You know what I'm saying? Like, be like, oh, I'm Kevin. I'm like, nigga, I know who you are. Like, what's up? I'm Alexus Briá. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think meeting these people and for them to be so down to earth, like, I still haven't, it doesn't sink in like it's supposed to sink in until after the fact. And then it's like, dang, I did do that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, you did the motherfucker. They can't take that from you. It's part of the resume.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you faced rejection in the industry, and how have you handled it? Which, I mean,
absolutely.
That comes with it. Man, that's part of it.
Like, you learn. I learned from this DJ. His name is DJ Aries. He went to South Carolina State, and I went to South Carolina State as well, the university in Orangeburg. So he's one of those DJs that he's so connected and he's so real. Like, I'm so glad that I had real people in the beginning time to show me and tell me some certain things. So I wonder what he told me that I can't remember exactly what he said. But it was so significant that it stood out to me. Like, I remember Chubb Rock telling me, like, because I did a show with him back in the day for CIAA weekend. He told me not to be starstruck. DJ Aries taught me to stay focused and stay grounded, and just, you are a celebrity. You are already there. You are a superstar. Like, and he was telling me this before anybody knew who Alexus Briá was, but he knew like what was going on, and he was like, yo, this girl, she knows some people, and she ain't just started doing this. She's been doing this. You know what I'm saying? So
do you, not to cut you off, do you think that it factor is in everybody, or just a chosen few?
It's you got to be chosen, and it's like, if you got it, you got it. You know, like, for me, this stuff comes natural. For me, this stuff is easy. Like, it ain't nothing that I haven't seen already. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching this since I knew what it was. You get what I'm saying? So it's for me, it's second nature. Whereas for somebody else, they got to work 10 times as hard. But don't get me wrong, like, just because you chosen or just because you have that it factor doesn't mean you don't have to work. So I think that I don't think everybody got it. I think everybody think they got it, but it's kind of those, like, it's kind of one of those. if you know, you know, and if you got it, you got it. You know, it's not. You can't choose those things. I don't never call myself a superstar. I don't never call myself anything like that. I just pray and I just ask God, like, reveal what my purpose is in this world. Reveal my purpose in this life. Even meeting at Oprah was an answered prayer. Like, God, I want to do this for my career path. So will I be a multi-billionaire one day? Will I get to that level? Like, in that same week, I meet her. Those are answered prayers. Like, the Bible tells you he'll put you before great men and your gift will make room for you. So these are things that I pray for in my heart of hearts, to not be above nobody or nothing like that, but for me to find out, like, where am I going to be at in life? What is my true purpose in life? Who am I supposed, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Make sure he gets the glory for my life. I don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's never about being a superstar or being having the it factor. It's just about me being who I am and just walking in my power. Yeah.
What's one lesson that you've learned from working in the entertainment industry?
I feel like this is a cliche saying, but whenever you meet your idols, there's people that I met that were like my idols, you know. And you're not supposed to have idols, but there are people who I looked up to and who I've been following their career since they had a career. Like I was one of those super fans. You know what I'm saying? I got to meet a certain celebrity, and I'm not gonna say no names, but I got to meet somebody, and they were just so mean to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was like it. I know we were on set at 6:00 in the morning, and we had been there all day long. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But like when you are that type of person, like, and you have these people that's like, yo, like I've been following you for a long time. Like, you know, I got people that know your people, et cetera, et cetera. And you're just trying to like let them know like, hey, I remember you from when you were this age. Like I met you at this level. You feel what I'm saying? You probably don't remember me, but I have my family works alongside with your family, close proximity family, like for 20 plus years. So just saying like, yo, hey, what's up? And it's like, don't talk to me like that. I hate a stuck up celebrity. Like, and it's cliche, but like that lesson would just be like, don't prioritize meeting your idols. Your idols aren't, they're people. We're all just people.
Yeah.
We're all just people. That's all I can say.
Just focus on doing the work.
Exactly. Focus on doing the work. And that is another lesson right there. Just do the work. Somebody told me, they was like, in 5 years, we really gonna see who really working. This was 5 years ago. So 5 years, every year, I done did something major and major and major. So now we see, I don't have to say what's going on. No, I'm just popping out results. Like, you're just gonna see what I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Exactly. I don't have to make myself look like anything. No, you're gonna know who I am because you're gonna see what I'm doing, and that's just what it's gonna be. So just work. My advice would just be just do the work. Just do the work.
And in this day of social media, I would think that that's what you would want to be known for,
right?
As opposed to the other millions of things that you could be. Being known for a person that shows up and does the work, studies their craft,
right?
I think that would be more respectful as opposed to some other things.
It is like, don't get me wrong, I'm a girl's girl, so I don't like to talk about how other people go and get it and how they get to the top and stuff like that. I just know that I got a daughter and my mom is a pastor. I didn't come from what y'all came from. I didn't do what y'all do to do this. No, I do have the talent and I do have the you know what I'm saying, the following, but it's because I just did my work. I kept my head down and I treated people right. I didn't try to go do, you know what I'm saying, go have sex with this person or that person for me to get to these places. No, like I submitted and I got rejected. I submitted and I got rejected. Shit, I still get rejected sometimes. Like it's just a part of the game. Like you're gonna fail so many more times than you actually succeed. The purpose of failure is for you to not do it that way the next time. It's for you to keep going to figure out what works best for you, what works best for your way of working it.
Right.
And you just got to figure it out. Like, listen, you're going to fail way more times than you succeed, but those successes really make up for all the failures. You know, it was years before I got noticed. I'm still not at the level that I want to be at. You know what I'm saying? But it's still been years, and I've been doing this since I was 18. So it's like, it's been some years.
It's a road. It's a entertainment, music, acting. These aren't your typical traditional careers where you notice your promotion after you done hit this milestone and that and that. Nah, this is something that you have to build yourself, and it's a steady process. And you can't judge where you at compared to the next person because you don't know that situation, and vice versa. Just
that part. Absolutely.
Do the work, and it's easier if you love what you're doing because that's what the foundation should be. Yeah. It should be based on the love of acting, the love of performing, and then these long periods where it seems like nothing is happening, you're able to deal with it because you're still doing what you love at the end of the day.
in those periods of not doing anything, and I know a lot of, as artists and as starving artists, we get discouraged when we're not doing something right, or when something doesn't go right, and we take that long break. I've taken those moments to learn craft. I've taken those moments to be better at what I'm already doing, because even though I'm cool, I'm good, you know, everything is happening, that doesn't mean I don't have to go. Just because Denzel is Denzel Washington doesn't mean he doesn't go to acting classes. Just because, you know what I'm saying, Beyonce is Beyonce doesn't mean she didn't have singing lessons her whole life. People do this on a daily basis and they're the best for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? It's because they practice. And in those moments of not doing anything, I'm honing in on that gift, and I'm doing everything that I can to perfect it, make it better. I'm practicing, I'm rehearsing. Even if I don't got a show, I'm still singing. I'm still doing singing lessons. I'm still going to acting class. Just because I don't have anything on the schedule or on the agenda right here in front of me doesn't mean I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing as a professional. That's why that's what sets you apart from the good to the great. If you want to be good, if you want to be average, then just do it whenever you can do it. But if you want to be great, you got the
consistency. Lord Jesus, you gotta have consistency. It's such I laugh like that because for me, being in the grind, I understand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's elementary to this process.
Right.
But you compare it to other people who say that they about this life and you don't see it. And it's like it's so simple, but you know, a lot of people don't get it. They don't understand it. Consistency is a part of this. You can't just wake up, oh, you know what, I feel like being a promoter today. I'm gonna promote some shit.
Right.
Nah, bro.
It don't work like that.
It don't work like that.
No, I mean, you can do it, but some people, you can do it. It's people that wake up every day. And it's so funny because when I tell people, I'm an actress and a singer and a rapper, they be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody does that these days. So it's not something that's the craft is not respected no more. People just get up and just say they're going to do this one day, and then they start doing it, and then they pop. Like, no training, no media training. No, I've been going through media training. I done went through, like, classes, lessons, you name it. Like, my whole life has been set up for me to do this. For real. So, I'm doing this for real because of that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah. So, you're also a musician. How do you balance acting and music?
Entertainment goes hand in hand. You don't have to stop doing one for the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love music. Like, music is just a part of me. I love music. I'm just gonna always love music. That is a first love for me, and it's gonna always be there. You know what I'm saying? Now, I might be a better actress, but it just kind of is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Things like that just kind of go hand in hand. But I love the art of music because I studied music. I've been in music courses my entire life. Like, I done been on choirs, gospel choir. I just love music. You know what I'm saying? So I started off songwriting.
Right.
I was like 18. I was working with Zulu Nation. I was up in New York at 18 years old writing songs. I met Ninth Wonder, met Ice Cube, Ice-T. I met some people like when I was younger because I started off doing it. Most people went straight to college. I was straight to New York, going to
Is this also influenced by like your father's thing in the entertainment industry?
Yeah, exactly. So whenever I was younger, him and his best friend had a group. They were doing some songs or whatever like that. And the group eventually, they got older. Of course, they got older.
You didn't get your father name. We can shout him out too, you know.
Shout out to my father, Reginald Tate. You know, he's a mogul in the music industry as well. But yeah, he had a group back in the day, and the group was, I can't remember the name of the group, but I didn't think that they were good. Like, he knows that we laugh about it to this day. Like, I'd be like, Pops, you was not a good rapper. Like, I didn't like the music. But it didn't take away from the fact that he did his thing. Like, he still was everywhere. He made so many connections. He's now into film. He's now doing a lot more in film and stuff like that, which is a step from what we're doing, but it's not the same on what we're doing. It's just the fact that we all are in the entertainment, and so you know.
So you said that you started out songwriting, like that was the introduction into
That
the
for
music
me,
industry.
yeah. When I was 18, I started songwriting.
Right.
So I didn't really release my actual music until I was like 23, 24. I released a song in 2017. That was my first single ever that I
Is
released.
there a reason for the wait or the period in between?
It is. It is. The company that I was working with, they actually I was signing a 360 deal. And so even the music that I was making during that time, I was never able to put it out. And then I still had to wait out my contract. And so I was only supposed to be a songwriter. So I had to figure out ways for me to get out of that contract and to be an artist. You know what I'm saying? That's where Alexus Briá came from. So my name is Whitney Weeks. I'm named after Whitney Houston. That was my mom's favorite singer. So, and that's another inspiration of mine, Whitney Houston. Like, great singer, great actress, who really, I just watched these people and I grew up with these people and I've known who these people were my entire life. So just, that is what gave me that motivation. But, yeah, man. Yeah.
What comes first for you, in your writing process, the lyrics or the melody?
It just depends. The lyrics always has come first for me. I love like words and I like storytelling. So the art of music for me, if you listen to my songs, not just I sing and I rap. So if you check out my songs, it's you're either gonna get a fun version of me, turning up version, or you're gonna get a real R&B smooth chick.
Which came first, the singing or the rapping?
Singing.
Okay.
I grew up singing in church. I grew up singing on the choirs. I grew up singing. Singing has been that first. I started singing when I was like 3 years old. Like, my mom shows me videos of me just singing this gospel song. I think I led my first choir song when I was like 6 or 7, something like that. But I have been singing in church my whole life. Now, rapping is so funny because my friend, oh my God, God rest her soul, she passed away when she was 19, but I was trying to be in a little girl group.
Right.
I was trying to be in a girl group, and me and my friends got together. We were all singers, and this one girl, her name is Damo, and she's gone now, but she was always like, I would always freestyle. We would just be smoking in the house, just chilling, trying to write our songs for our group and rehearsing, like dancing and stuff like that. No, didn't have no shows, but just still thinking that we were like this girl group. We wanted to be like, I don't know. We just had it in our mind to be a girl group. Anyway, Damo, we would cut on beats and we would just rap.
I'm sorry, not to cut you off. When you say girl group, you mean more like Destiny's Child type girl group, or?
Yeah, like we were. It was 3 of us, 3 females. We all could sing, and Damo sung and rap.
Okay.
But
you're talking TLC right now.
We talking TLC. We talking 3 of us all singing, and then Damo would sing, but she also could rap. But she was more so of the rapper. But so whenever I would cut on the beats, I would just be like, no, like I just want to sing. And she was like, girl, you're a rapper. And I was like, no, I'm not a rapper. She was like, all right. She was like, she said, I dare you to post a freestyle of you rapping. I posted a freestyle of me rapping over a jack beat, and that thing went up. Like, that's where my following came from, which is crazy. I did that No Problems freestyle, did that Tokyo Jets joint. I started doing so many freestyles, she commented on it. I had people like reposting me, millions of people, and then I just started getting these followers, and I'm like, yo, she always told me to rap. And so I just started freestyling. I just started doing it. Like, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start writing them. So I started writing down raps, and I'm like, yo, like, people like my rapping more than they like my singing. So I switched lanes for a minute because rapping is fun for me. Right. And it comes it's like a second nature thing. It's not even, I don't have to think about it. You know what I'm saying? With singing, I gotta think about it. I gotta feel it. It's different. That might
be what it is. Maybe the audience is feeling the energy of how you're more free when you're rapping as opposed to when you're singing. You know, you might feel a little bit more in the construct of what is going on, because you know R&B has a little bit more rules.
Exactly. No, it does. It does. Blues
As
is soul.
opposed to hip hop, you know,
Yeah.
anything goes. But anyway, that's just my opinion on that.
No, I get it. I get it. Like I said, rapping is fun. Rapping is fun, and I do it for fun. I don't do it because, I mean, I do it because I'm good. I'm just I just like music. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
That's it.
man,
You like it.
It's just a part of me. Like, I got it. Rapping though, I can say so much. I can say so much in such a little bit of time. I got 30 seconds to say what I need to say. Oh, I'm going there. I'm gonna take it.
There's a freedom in the genre. There's a freedom in the genre.
Hip hop is just, oh my God, hip hop has always been, I don't know, man. All of my uncles grew up listening to all kind of hip hop. I just remember listening to Nelly. He was the only person that I think that's where the singing rapping for me came from. Growing up listening to Nelly, like he's from the South. And he has, I remember when he released Country Grammar, and it was so different from everything else. There was a blend of rapping and singing, but yet still very soulful and just fun and free. That 2000s era for me was like, because you had Gucci Mane rapping, but when you had Nelly like come out of nowhere, it was like, then you had T-Pain. Those type of songs, like, I remember everybody was like, T-Pain was nominated for every award, Grammy award. Like, he was on the hook to everybody's song at one time. And
he was the Nate Dogg of that time.
Yeah, you know, it's a feeling.
You can say bigger, but
yeah, no, you got it. You're right.
You can say it bigger, because I mean, T-Pain, he revolutionized the game, man. Like, he's a game changer.
Right.
Some people are just part of the product of what music is, which is cool.
What music they listen to.
But then you have people that set trends and change the way it's done.
For me, that's what it is. Because, okay, so I've been raised in the South, but I told you, so my mom's in the South and my father's in New York. I have a blend of music. So people from down South, people up North, they don't like Boosie. And people down South, they don't like Jay-Z. It is
that sucks, but I got you.
Stigma, but you get what I'm saying. But that is the stigma it's been, because I would come and I'd be listening to Jay and I'd be listening to beat, like, you know what I'm saying, and people be like, that nigga can't rap. Like, it's like, are you listening to what he talking about? Like, are you serious? And then I get down here and they're, oh, you want to talk? And there's Boosie, and it's just like, and y'all think Jay-Z can't rap? Like, and I love Boosie. Don't get me wrong. Like, I am a fan of Boosie. I done met Boosie. Me and Boosie have been in the studio together. That is my dog. I love me some Boosie. But the music is just different.
Yeah, I think that goes to the tribalism part of our nature.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
Mm-hmm. It's hard for us. I don't know why, but I'm just stating the observation. It's hard for us to like two things at the same time. It's like, if I say that I like Boosie, for some reason, it's a slight to Jay-Z fans. Like, I'm saying that I don't like Jay-Z. But
how, though? And why?
And that's, you know,
I like them both. Like,
I like them both.
I grew up listening to Set It Off, right? On the summertime, when I'm at the basketball games down south, it was Boosie. When I'm up there and we on the courts, on the basketball courts, they bumping Jay. Like, it's just two totally different cultures, but music is still music. And so I'm just a fan of it. And that's probably where my rap comes from. I like that gritty, honest, hardcore rapping that's not just talking about what all the women talking about these days. I'm talking about MC Light. I'm talking about some real MCs, Queen Latifah. We're talking about people who changed and started a whole, like, they gave the wave, like, for these women to rap about what they rapping about. Now, Lil' Kim came, and again, you always have a game changer. You always have somebody who changes the game. But
she did that.
She did it. People say what you want to say, but she brought that gritty and sexy at the same time. And a lot of that had to do with Big. Like, the dude was just a genius. So it's just different. Like, people can't be Pac and Biggie fan at the same time. I love Pac and Biggie. I love Pac and Biggie. Like, you're not going to make me hate neither one of them. I cannot choose. They're great MCs. Like, So I just love
People
it. I
really
just love the art of it.
people really pick sides. People really
Yes.
do pick
And it's
sides.
always pocket big, pocket big. Both. Are you insane?
Both.
Are you
And
insane?
even
They
with
was
that,
fans of each
and
other.
more recently, you got Young Dolph and Yo Gotti. Like,
Yeah. And then the Drake and the Kendrick beef
and
is
it's
making
like
the news.
it's not that serious, people.
The beef is. I feel like they all just be trying to get publicity. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Like
I mean, I know that's a part of it. That's definitely a
it's
part of it,
publicity.
but
But even if they really beefing, like I'm still not gonna pick because Kendrick is a lyricist. That man he's a bar spitter. He's a writer. Drake gonna give you love and fun in the same sentence. Like he's literally he'll write it.
what message do you want to send with your music and with your acting?
I want to bring back regular moms trying to following their dreams. Women just not having to be anything that they're not and just loving what they do. I want to bring back single moms. I want to tell a story. Like my music, it talks about love in the best way possible. Forgiveness and just honesty and just having a good time without having a stigma over you. You know what I'm saying? You can follow your dreams and still go to school. You can work a 9 to 5 and still act. Like there's a stigma that is like, oh, you can't be a mom and oh, you can't do this and you can't do that. No, you can do it all. You can do it all and you should do it all. Do what makes you happy and stop listening to what everybody else has to say about your own life and your own decisions and just do what puts a smile on your face.
I want to add a little piece to what you were saying right there. How do you feel about the way people react to ageism in the entertainment industry?
I feel like you're never too old to follow your dream. Like, you're never too old to feel. And music is a feeling. Entertainment in general is just a feeling. Whether you are a talk show host, whether you do a podcast like you do it, you don't have to be a certain age to fit a stigma. Like, even though people have been in the industry for years, like, Mariah Carey is not Mariah Carey when she was 24, but she is still an amazing singer and she's still an icon in the music industry. I don't think you have to be a certain age to do what you love. That's how I feel about it.
And that is that on that.
Yeah.
Do you feel more like an actress who makes music or a musician who acts?
Somebody else asked me that, and I think I've already been labeled as a musician who acts, but I do both so well.
Yeah. It's
like I actually might act better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that the acting is really what reels people into me being like my personality, and then like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, people was like, they knew I was an artist before, but once I started acting, that's when my momentum for my music started building. So it's like, I think they go hand in hand because it's all entertainment. So
I mean, in that acting, that medium is just broader.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be exposed to just a different crowd of people.
What's crazy is this is what's crazy to me. I met more people on set that do music than people that do music that's been on set. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
it
like,
does.
If I go on set,
all of them niggas is rapping or singing or something.
Everybody is doing something in it. I'm a videographer. I do like, oh, you a rapper? Okay, well, I got like, I'm talking about, it's a way for everybody to connect, and that's why I love being on set, because everybody on set does music. They do something when it comes in. Oh, I got a podcast. Oh, something. Everybody they do something in that entertainment where we can all connect and we can all. It aligns. Like, it's crazy how much it aligns. Like, these people that rapping is one thing, but when you trying to get a bag in entertainment, you better go to acting. Like, I'm telling if you a rapper and you can act, go to acting and get that bag and bring it back to your music, because that's how People don't understand, but that's how we making it. That's how we living out here. Like acting it is a way to put money in your pocket like this. It's a check. If you do it right, it's a check, and you don't have to work a job. You can just do that, and you can do your music because the type of money that you make from that is gonna fund that, and you're gonna meet people that do this, that gonna shoot your video for the low, or that's gonna do it for the free because they trying to get them promotions out the ground, or that's like, you know what, I see you working, I see you doing your thing. I got people still right now in Atlanta, like whenever you come back to Atlanta, we doing a music video, like, and I'm not charging you anything. Like, you meet so many people in the industry on set that actually does music. That is, if you want to go network, go on set. Like, people just be on there just to network. So,
Gems, Jules, you giving them the game.
Yeah. You
giving them the game, so people is listening, is watching.
Get that bag, man.
If you smart.
Okay.
If you smart.
For
Which
sure.
of your songs is the most personal for you?
Whew.
And I know that you got a bunch. I know it's a lot. And I'm asking you to.
I'm gonna say this last one, Ultimatum and X-Man. Because X-Man was fresh out of my relationship with my daughter's dad.
Right.
So that situation was like, you think I'm hating on you. You think that you know what I'm saying? No, you go live your life. I don't want no drama with your girlfriend. Don't bring no drama to my next man. I'm focused on my money. Not my ex-man. Only man I need is a Benjamin. People be like singing that song, but it's like those lines were lines that I was crying and writing at the same time. Like, I was like, you're not finna make me bitter and bring me down because you want to hate. No, like, do your thing and go be with your chick over there. Let me do my thing. No, what you see is I'm opening up for Lil Wayne. I'm opening up for Cardi B. I'm opening up for, you know what I'm saying? 2 Chainz, Tory Lanez. I'm out here. Cardi B taking a picture with me. I'm out here like, yo, now you like, oh, she been one of the, yeah.
You got the vapors.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So that's what I'm gonna do. Like, now you got a whole new chick, and now you over here worried about who I'm with. And yeah, I don't want no drama with you. Stop playing with me. So X-Man, for sure. Ultimatum.
X-Man.
Ultimatum. Ooh, Ultimatum. That came from me. I locked myself in the room for like a week, and I was dealing with like a heartbreak. And I'm like fresh off of that heartbreak. Like, it still is so. Those wounds are so fresh. So like, I write my best music whenever I go through situations. And so this song right here is personal because it came from me writing, being on my first stage play and doing so well. And then and throwing myself right back into my gifts, my talent, like writing through the pain, like crying and writing these songs, like sitting here, like the songs came so easy. They came so easy because I was just like, it was just hurtful. You know what I'm saying? When you break up with, like, when you think that you're going to be with somebody for your whole life, and you're not with them for real, and they not with you, and they break your heart, and now you're like, oh my God, like, dang, I thought you was the one. So
what is it like having to deal with relationship issues as a public figure? Because, you know, as a private person, these are hurtful moments. Like, we're talking about real pain. This is real pain.
Yeah,
and you see that this game will turn that into fodder.
Oh my God.
What is it like having to deal with that?
It is difficult. It is so... People want to be in your business so bad. Like, everybody want to know what's going on. They want to know if they want to know what color my poop is. Like, they are people are just so nosy. And so for me, it's so hard to keep those things separate. So if you're going to listen to anything, you're going to listen to me. I'm never going to tell you what's going on, but you can go listen to my music and you can purchase the song and you can probably have an idea. And you make up your own idea what you think this is. Because it's not easy to keep your public, like your life, separate from everybody. Always in your business. Everybody want to know what's going on, who you with, what you're doing, who you're dealing with. And it's none of y'all business for real. Like, I'm such a private person. So it's like, just enjoy this music. Like, stop worrying about who I'm with.
So is it easier? So would you say it's easier to express yourself through your music as opposed to, you know, just conversations with people?
I think if I rock with you and if I know you, we gonna talk about those things.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's not easy to keep my private life private, but I do my best because I don't want everybody to know every detail. There's certain things that you just got to keep to yourself. Certain things that everybody not supposed to know. You know what I'm saying? And right. I come from my parents saying what happens in this house stays in this house. Like whatever I do in my house, in my private time, in my own time, that's not for the world to know. But whatever, if I want to share whatever I want to share with y'all, then that's what I'm going to share. But I'm also going to just give you what I've learned. I don't want to hide anything, but I do want to keep certain things private. Like, especially my love life and my relationships. That's important to me.
If you weren't in entertainment, what do you think you would be doing?
I teach. I have a nonprofit organization that I've been a part of for over 12 years now.
Right.
My thing was whenever I was a kid, I was involved in a lot of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? That I shouldn't have been involved in. You feel what I'm saying? So to keep myself to keep other kids off of the streets, I created a program that could let kids be who they are. That if they want to draw, if they want to be a part of the arts, I would bring in an art teacher. If they want to sing or play drums, I have somebody come in and teach them lessons on how to play drums. Like if I wasn't being in the entertainment, I still would be doing something involved in the arts and music and acting, and I would be taking children and putting them into it, and that's what I already do too.
What about following in your mother's footsteps? Being in the ministry.
Look, I always tell everybody, I am not my mama.
Right. Okay.
I love my mama to death, and I love God, and I'm God's child. I know it wouldn't be if it wasn't for God. I wouldn't.
So you hear that question a lot.
Yeah. It's a constant question. It's more than you know. Like when you gonna start teaching? When you gonna start? That's not who I am, baby. Like that's just not me. That's me and my mom are two different people. I love my mom. My mom is my best friend. She prays with me. She's my pastor and my mother. She knows how to separate the two. She knows how to support me and be there for me. At the same time, she knows that I'm not her and she's not me. You know what I'm saying? We are a lot alike. But even her beginning of her life, she was doing music and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna get behind no pulpit and be no pastor. Like that's not who it is. Like,
tenfold. I'm with you. I'm with you.
I love it though. I love it. I love church. I love God. I love all the things, but
I'm with you. What's one habit or routine that helps keep you grounded?
One group, just praying keeps me grounded. Praying, talking to God, going to church, listening to some form of motivation, inspiration, something that is going to keep me, because it's so people be thinking that it's easy to be, happy and just full of joy all the time, but that's one of the most hardest things. Like, I don't choose joy because I have to choose joy or because I want to be joyous. No, I choose joy because it's easier to choose hurt. Like, I done been through so much in life. Life is not good. Life got hands. Like, right. And we be fighting, but life be lifing. So, like, for me, like, trying to keep that joy that comes from God and trying to keep that prayer life open and just trying to make sure that, like, I'm always doing something to motivate somebody else or just motivate myself. Like, it's hard to be happy all the time. Like, it's not easy, and it's okay if you're not happy, but trying to push that envelope versus the negative, because the negatives are always going to outweigh the positives. But if you focus on the positives, then you will start seeing more things positive happen. So I would always say focus on more of the positive and less of the negative, and just try to keep that joy and be kind to people, man. Kindness is so, like, people don't believe in kindness no more. People just believe in being wicked and just being evil to each other. So it's like, just be kind.
Yeah. I mean, with this social media stuff, man, you can just hide behind the negative comments that you put out. and
Facts. That's true.
it's being thrown off sold to you as comedy.
Right.
And I
Right.
mean, you're in the entertainment business. There's a line between comedy and insulting someone.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
you know,
Absolutely. They definitely use the insulting for sure. So
we kind of we're in a gray area right now in our society as what is going too far. Is there such a thing as going too far? Do we have
it is.
restraints now?
Right, right, right.
If
Absolutely.
everybody is great, if everybody can be the greatest, then who is going to be, just the average person who can accept that?
But it's like I always heard that there could only be one superstar. But there has to be a publicist, there has to be a manager, there has to be somebody who put the songs up, there has to be somebody who's over the media. Like everybody can't be the star. You got to figure out what your place is and what you're happy doing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not supposed to be who they. People think that they're supposed to be, but everybody's not supposed to be. Like it's only a certain few, and people don't want to accept that. I don't think about how much it goes into to have one person being the superstar, but everybody can be the superstar. If you supposed to be a part of a team, your importance is knowing where you fit in the team to make the team work. Because once one person on the team wins, the whole team wins.
That makes sense. Once again, that's one of those things that's very simple, but for some reason, people haven't picked up on it.
Fact.
What's your favorite part of being in the studio?
Man, my favorite part of being in the studio is being able to hear, just being able to take a song or a beat and make it something completely different, and just listening to that end result, and then hearing people's feedback or listening to what the engineer says and how they work, because there's so many intricate details that goes into recording a song. Like the way you end a line or the way you end a verbiage or a phrase could just be something as simple as like, no, you need to redo it because this didn't sound right. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the process of making music. So that's my favorite part about being in the studio is listening to the end result of what we made that entire time we was there.
What is your guilty pleasure movie or song?
Guilty pleasure movie or song?
Yeah, either or both.
It would have to be. I told you before, it was Dreamgirls.
All right.
It was Dreamgirls. I would randomly just be singing a Dreamgirls song for no reason, especially the one where Jennifer Hudson was saying, like, me and my sister would literally just bust out in that song, or me and my mom would bust out in the Sister Act song so quick. Fighting Temptations. Like, I love just music and movies. Like, sometimes the music in the movies be better than actual music, so...
I mean, that's why they put it in there, because they already know that the movie that we watching isn't that good. So at least let me give you something to leave here with.
Exactly. That's
so,
a fact.
If you got Beyonce in your movie, you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't let her sing.
Exactly. That's absolutely right. That's true. But yeah, man, I would say it's so many, but Dreamgirls, Fighting Temptations, Sister Act, it's another one. Is that Cadillac Records? I think it is Cadillac Records, but it's just so many different songs. Like, I just remember a rap song being in a movie. I can't think of the name of the movie right now, but like even watching Power sometimes, just this is a bitch big time. Just that
that's a good song.
Like it's a good song. Like sometimes the song is fire. Like and
it fits the vibe of the program of that show that you're watching. It adds something to it. It doesn't take away from it. Listening to it doesn't take you. It puts you it gets you ready to listen to that story.
Mm-hmm. So I just like the whole art of the storytelling in the movies and stuff like that. I like a lot of different movies, but they're definitely nostalgic movies. Brown Sugar, that's the one. That song that Mos Def did, and the song was supposed to be on the radio, and it was like it's only on YouTube, but like I be singing that song all the time because he sampled an old song. When you invited.
Oh, you know more than me right now. I'm telling you, you got some knowledge going on.
Talk about. All right, cool. It's okay.
I mean, I know the movie Brown Sugar. Yeah. I know that Mos Def had a song that was on the radio, but who sampled it and all of that? You don't know. Yeah, go ahead, enlighten us. Let us know.
I can't think of the person, but it's an old song. It's a really, really old song. I don't know the name.
And that's man. And listen, that is one of the great things I like about hip hop is that when you hear something, it makes you do research to find out what it was. If you know, I listen to I'm a Wu-Tang head. I grew up on Wu-Tang. So I went back and I found all of those movies that they sampled and all of those. I watched them. So that's just a little extra thing.
I think it's called Invitation by Norman Connors. I didn't even know that was an actual like a song, but that's what music does. Whenever you're sampling from different people, I just gotta go hear what the original song sounds like, because I heard the beat of footsteps when Biggie redid. Like people, you hear so many different songs. Like Isley Brothers created so much, and then it's listen,
there's a lot to get.
Yeah, it's a lot to get into, but I like the fact of doing that.
How do you want to be remembered in the entertainment industry?
I want to be remembered as a hardworking, honest, really did this from, really came from nothing, really came from hard work and dedication and consistency. And I want to be remembered as somebody who actually put that work in for years before we even knew who she was. Like, because everybody think that people would just become overnight success, like just like that. But those people who became overnight success have been in the industry for over 20 years. They have been doing it for 20 plus years. And no, they're not an overnight success. You just start starting to hear about it because they finally have reached, either they got that song or they got that movie or they got something that took them from here to here. So I just want to be remembered as a person who, my mom always told me like longevity, like don't do stuff for the trend of it. Don't try to fit in. Don't try to make music to fit in. Like, your people are going to find you. Your crowd is going to find you. So it's super important to just be authentic and stay true to who you are as a person. So that's what I would want to say. That's what I want to be remembered as being authentic and being true and being real and being honest.
I was about to say it's a little bit different for you because you have the means to get the way you need to go to do what you need to do as far as auditioning and working with other artists and other producers. But would you advise, or is it recommended for an artist that's trying to get in the game to be in the location? Like, would you recommend somebody from South Carolina moving to a New York, Atlanta, California, or does that even matter nowadays?
Social media is so powerful nowadays that you could be anywhere and make it. And right now they're trying to find people. Like New York used to be the place for you to go to and music will pop off like that. California has always got that because California that's what it's about. That's what they built that about, period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's where the entertainment is anyway. But what I also learned is you don't need famous people to make it. You need a team of people. This is why your team is important. You need a team of people. When y'all all working together and y'all all believe in each other and y'all keep pushing that out there and promote. People spend all this money on videos and studio time and all this stuff. And then when it comes to promotion, they drop the ball and they're like, oh, I'm not putting no money out there for people to listen to my song. You're not putting money out there why would you not push it for people to listen to your song? Like, why would you not pay people to listen to your music? Like,
Yeah.
They probably hear it one time and it might be good and it might be on their playlist, but they have never heard it and they're not going to discover it by just putting it out on social media. It's not going to be discovered like that. So just knowing, like, you have a team. Get a team of people that believe in you and that all is collectively for the vision, that keeps the funds down. Find somebody in the studio that's going to record you for the cheap. Find somebody that's, build your team of people and take them with you. Like, stop trying to connect, and like, networking is important, don't get me wrong, but stop trying to work here with these people because they made a team of people. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna just say this is my last thing and I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna be good, but B. Simone and Country Wayne and all of them people, they was getting together and they were doing skits, right?
Right.
They was doing skits and they was doing skits and they was doing skits. And now you see them all having their own motion, all doing their own thing. But it originated from them getting together and having the same dream and having the same drive and building a team of people who saw the same vision that they saw.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Once they got together, they became the force and they became a household name because of the work that they put in as a team together. And nobody was bigger than nobody else. Somebody might have popped before somebody else, but that's why you have that team of people. If you got a team of comedians that want to get together, choose your team and stick with your team and build with those people who you really support and you really vibe with. Stop trying to reach out to these people that's bigger than you because they're not going to help you get to where you need to go. They're going to see if you're working and you're doing your own work first.
Right. And
then they're going to say, you know what? This person that gets so big that they can't even ignore you. Get so big that they start coming to you. I'm seeing like...
Not sorry. No, if you think about it from a business standpoint, I got $1 million. I want to give you $1 million.
Right.
Why should I give you $1 million? You have to give me a reason to want to give you this money.
Why am I investing into you?
Yeah, what's the point?
Right, absolutely. But what am I investing into and why would I? Like, give me a like, what are you gonna do with this money? You gonna blow it? Like, I'm trying to see a return on my investment. And people don't keep the business mindset when it comes to music. I don't know why, but music is entertainment period is 90% business. Like, you got to know business before you can try to get into the entertain. Right. It's that simple. You got to know what you're trying to do. So,
last question.
Mm-hmm.
What's next for you? Any exciting projects on the horizon?
Ooh, now you know I can't talk about that.
So I mean, well, let's put it this way: you're in the studio working.
Oh yeah, I got some songs coming out for sure.
Right.
I actually have another song that I'm working on. It should be out next month. I'm trying to start releasing every month. I'm trying to start releasing every month, not just singles, but another project. I am working on way more music, but as far as another show right now, I don't want to talk too heavy on it because I don't like to, I just kind of like to pop out with the results of the shows and stuff like that. But it's something that's going to be major, and it's something that's going to be just as big as the rest of the stuff that I've been working on. And, just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Right. Follow your girl. Follow your girl. Let people know.
That's a great segue because we have come to the end of our interview. Mm-hmm. Thank you for being a part of the Keep On Pushing interview series. Very much appreciated.
Thank you for having me.
On the way going out, if there's any products, event, anything that you would like to plug, let the people know what's going on, where to follow you at, how to get in contact with you, or if not you, how to get in contact with the person that needs to be contacted. Mm-hmm. If they're trying to get you on a project, singing or acting or otherwise.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, y'all can follow me on all social media platforms at Alexus Briá. That's ALEXUSBRIA. You can follow me everywhere. And that my email is also bookalexusbriá.com. So that's BOOKALEXUSBRIA.gmail.com. email me if you're looking for short films, movies. I don't care how small, how big. I actually prefer to work with a smaller I actually like to work with smaller people who don't have a bigger name, because we can build and make those connections and try to do things together. So that's where I'm at with it. Anything, you can always hit me up, bookalexusbriá.com at gmail.com. All Instagram, social media, Facebook, all of them are Alexus Briá. Same name, same thing. Everything is right there below. So yeah.
You got it streamlined.
Yeah, stream. And listen to my singles and tell me what you think. I really like feedback. I got an album out called Singer by Day, Rapper by Night. Half of the album is a 14-song album. 7 songs is singing, 7 songs is rapping. I like to give very diverse. I like comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think of the single. Just hit me up. Let me know what's going on. I'm here, you know?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. So, my people, her people, all people, y'all heard what she said? That is a call to action. Y'all make sure y'all go check this stuff out, man. Very talented artist. Putting in that work in the acting game as well. Representing for South Carolina. We love it.
Sir.
We love it. I mean, you know, representation is a great thing, man. They see you on the screen. You're definitely motivating and inspiring another generation to come after. That is possible, man.
For sure.
And it is. It is possible.
It is possible.
A lot of
Follow
people lack confidence.
Yeah.
It can be done.
Yeah, for sure. It can be. Don't
it
give
can
up on
be
yourself.
done. Is, you know, the nigga that did it woke up one day and said, hey, man, we gonna do this.
And you're not too old. You're not too old. You're not too young.
You're not too fat. You're not too
nothing. Just
nothing.
The people want to see real, and it's so much fakeness going around these days. Bring back real. Like, people want to see real stuff. They don't want to see that stuff no more that the world and the industry is giving. So stop letting people push off narratives to you and just be exactly who you are and give what you have to offer in your best way. And be authentically you, man. That's it. That's all, for sure.
And we're going to end on that note. Thank you, Miss Alexus. Have a good day.
Look, thank you. Keep on pushing. Thank you, Rio. Thank you, Black Dollars. You know, I appreciate you. It was nice to meet you. I hope your lady is doing well. It was so nice to connect with y'all, man. I appreciate you for keeping your word and rocking.
Appreciate that seat. We needed that seat that night. Thank you.
Look, we all here. We got you.
All right. I lost it anyway. All right, people.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
It's your boy Rio, and we is out.
It's your girl Alexus Briá. We out.